Did you hear that Snape might be black in the new Harry Potter show? But did you also hear that Cleopatra, a Greek Egyptian woman, is also gonna be black? And Snow White is gonna be Latina. My God. We'll call her Snow Brown. Jimmy, write that down. But wait, there's more. Chris Hemsworth is gonna be the next White Panther. And Crazy Rich Asians is gonna be Crazy Rich Arabs. Okay, I'm kidding about the last two. But seriously, why does this keep happening? Look, I'm all for diversity in film. It was exciting for me when Black Panther became a global phenomenon. And it was refreshing when we got to see a half-Black, half-Puerto Rican kid get to be Spider-Man. But that's because those were organic diversity, not this artificial GMO forced diversity. Black Panther was based on source material about Black people and a Black culture. Those characters matched the context, not a cosplay. Into the Spider-Verse changed the context through a multiverse, rather than changing Peter Parker's race. Both of those projects actually made sense. What doesn't make sense is changing Snow White, whose entire identity is in her name and comes from a German book, into a Latin baddie. By the way, why is it called appropriation when we do this to minorities, but it's appropriate when done to white people?
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Is discrimination fair at all?
Yeah, but only against white people, though.
Wait, what?
Look, in society, race is real. We don't need to pretend that we don't see color. We just need to stop dehumanizing people because of it. The ideal is to acknowledge race and not make it a big deal. But in classic stories and history, the impact of changing race is real. Cleopatra would have had a different life if she was Black. Harry Potter would be a different story if Snape were Black. Hey, Jimbo. Yeah, that scene where James Potter hangs Snape upside down beneath a tree. Yeah, we don't have funding for that anymore. For sure. Let's push for Hollywood to be just as diverse as America is. But let's challenge tropes, not change the truth. And instead of changing stories that are old, let's find ones that haven't been told. Instead of giving old characters new races, let's add fresh faces. But right now, Hollywood, you're sending mixed messages. Because if the race of the cast matters, then the race of the characters does too.